Well, 1 year later, parts of Wooldridge are still standing after a devastating wildfire burned at least 3,000 acres. But some of the town's residents have picked up their lives and moved on to other communities. Tonight, in a Target 8 investigation, we're breaking down why a small Missouri town didn't get help from the government after that fire. Most of the families who lost their homes last year are displaced or still living in tough conditions. Kaylee Bates' Avery Grosvenor explains how a lack of insurance played a major role.
Tonight, I'm taking you back to the scene where in such a small town, so many lives were changed on this day last year. In this Target 8 investigation, I'll explain why the town didn't get any money from the state despite the widespread damage. It's a grim day to remember.
We were scared, we were empty.
And for some, it feels like yesterday.
My husband nor I had even had a shower yet, so we smelled like cheeseburgers, I'm sure.
Do not let anybody get in front of this fire. It's fast moving.
Officials requesting backup as the wildfire quickly swallowed nearly 3,000 acres.
Be advised, when you hit Wooldridge, visibility is minimal.
The chilling dispatch calls signaling a statewide mutual aid effort, and the thick smoke's still fresh on residents' minds.
Most of the community is not coming back.
But when half of a town with fewer than 50 people goes up in flames, what do?
Get that sense of community back.
For Kathy Mapes, it means spending the year renovating the town's community club.
We don't get together much anymore. We're all so spread out, so it'd be nice to have a place. It will be nice to have a place that we can all call home.
But some aren't so lucky. When families didn't have anywhere to sleep after the wildfire, some of them came here to the Open Bible Praise Center in Boonville. Now the Boonville community is helping one devastated Wooldridge family find a new home.
It's family here, and it always has been.
This emotional photo showing Jessica McComb's grief after losing her home and her dog last year.
My daughter sat over there and cried.
So she and her family packed up their car and moved to Boonville.
I mean, emotional because it was hard, but it was also such a beautiful moment when we came here.
She says the Boone Slick Heartland YMCA is like a second home, and it helps her focus on the future.
The Y is where we can release our stress physically. The Y is where our community is.
Target 8 requested an incident report filed by Wooldridge Mayor Kelly Murphy. It detailed how many insured homes were damaged by the fire. The Missouri State Emergency Management Agency said there were 10 homes damaged, and the Missouri Department of Commerce and Insurance confirmed only 2 of them were insured.
When you're saying that most of the town and the community isn't coming back, what kind of goes through your mind?
I mean, it makes me sad that there were good people down here and they're gone. It's a floodplain. So for any of them to rebuild, it's just not feasible financially or even most of them physically.
This map from the Federal Emergency Management Agency showing much of Cooper County in a flood zone.
Your home is your largest asset, so it's important to have that protection, both homeowners and if you're in a flood area, the flood insurance.
The fire didn't cause enough damage to uninsured property to declare a federal emergency or receive any kind of government financial aid.
It upsets me for people who are less advantaged than I am. I have a husband that can work really hard. I can work really hard. I'm fully able-bodied, to cover those things, but there's so many people who aren't.
Some families who couldn't afford insurance didn't have a way to rebuild. Some even settled in these trailers.
Anger is a part of life. But I'm not going to allow us to stay there because we have joy and happiness that's also on the table.
A community separated, but still trying to keep the memory of Wooldridge alive. I asked the insurance department what more can the state do to make sure more Missourians get insured. The department told me it offers a program called FAIR. It helps anyone in our state get coverage if they aren't able to through the normal insurance market. You can fill out this form to see if you qualify for help. We'll also have a link on our website. That's KOMU.com. Back to you.